The Archangel Michael falls to Earth in Los Angeles, severing his own wings. After raiding a weapons warehouse and stealing a police car, he heads toward the Paradise Falls diner on the outskirts of the Mojave Desert. Meanwhile, Kyle, a single father traveling to Los Angeles, stops at the diner. There he meets the owner, Bob Hanson, an atheist, Bob's son, Jeep, a mechanic deeply in love with Charlie, Percy, the one-handed short-order cook who lost his hand while serving as a soldier, and Charlie, a pregnant waitress who intends to give her baby up for adoption. Also present are Howard and Sandra Anderson, a married couple waiting for their car to be repaired, along with their rebellious teenage daughter, Audrey. Bob warns Jeep that his feelings for Charlie are futile, but Jeep remains hopeful. Suddenly, the diner's television, radio, and phone stop working. Shortly after, an elderly woman named Gladys arrives and unexpectedly turns violent, declaring that Charlie's baby is doomed and insulting Sandra. When Howard confronts her, she viciously bites a chunk out of his neck. Kyle reacts by shooting her. As chaos erupts, a massive swarm of flies engulfs the diner, cutting off everyone inside from the outside world and preventing them from getting medical help for Howard. Michael soon arrives and arms the group as the sky darkens. A convoy of possessed individuals descends upon the diner, launching a relentless assault. Despite their efforts, Howard is dragged away. Later, Michael explains that God has lost faith in humanity and has sent his angels to exterminate the human race. However, Charlie's unborn child is meant to be the savior of mankind. Defying divine orders, Michael refuses to kill the baby, believing that humanity still has a chance. He warns that the child is coming sooner than expected, arriving a month early. At dawn, Sandra stumbles upon Howard, now crucified behind the diner and covered in grotesque boils. As she tries to save him, his body erupts in an acidic explosion. Percy sacrifices himself to shield Sandra, but the blast kills him. Overcome with grief, Sandra loses her sanity and must be restrained. Meanwhile, the group picks up a radio transmission about other pockets of resistance, including a nearby refuge. Despite their hopes, Michael advises against leaving, warning that they would be too exposed on the road. That night, another wave of possessed attackers descends upon them. Kyle rushes to save a seemingly normal girl outside the diner, who is desperately trying to escape a horde of possessed attackers. However, as he reaches her, he realizes too late that she was only pretending. She is possessed herself. The ambush costs him his life. Meanwhile, inside the diner, Charlie goes into labor, and Audrey and Michael assist in delivering the baby. As the trumpets sound, signaling the arrival of the Archangel Gabriel, panic sets in. Sandra, overwhelmed by fear and madness, breaks free from her restraints and attempts to hand the baby over to the possessed. Michael intervenes, executing her before she can carry out her plan. Moments later, Gabriel enters the diner and strikes a fatal blow to Bob. With time running out, Michael urges the survivors to flee, instructing Jeep to find the prophets and learn to read the instructions. As Jeep, Audrey, Charlie, and the newborn escape in Michael's stolen police cruiser, they discover that the possessed humans cannot come near Charlie's baby. Meanwhile, Michael and Gabriel engage in a brutal fight. Eventually, Gabriel gains the upper hand and drives his Morning Star through Michael's chest, killing him. Michael's body vanishes as Bob, mortally wounded, sets off an explosion using his lighter, igniting the diner's gas main and incinerating himself along with the remaining possessed. With his body now covered in mysterious markings similar to those once seen on Michael, Jeep realizes they are the instructions he was meant to follow. Before they can process this revelation, Gabriel returns and attacks, leading to a desperate struggle in which Audrey is killed. Gabriel corners the remaining survivors in the nearby mountains, ready to finish them off, until Michael suddenly descends from heaven, fully restored as an archangel. Michael confronts Gabriel, revealing that while Gabriel followed God's command without question, Michael gave God what he truly needed, faith in humanity. He explains that this entire ordeal was a test, not for humanity, but for the angels themselves. Gabriel, blinded by his unwavering obedience, has ultimately failed. Realizing the truth, Gabriel is overcome with shame and departs. Before leaving, Michael reassures Jeep that he is now the child's true protector and that their paths will cross again. With that, Michael ascends back into the sky. Jeep, Charlie, and the baby reach the mountain's peak, spotting a small town in the valley below. Later, as they drive off toward an uncertain future, the camera pulls back, revealing that the back of their vehicle is loaded with weapons. What do you think would have happened if Gabriel had sided with Michael instead of blindly following orders? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.